Hi everyone. Now let's take a look at the task number 5 of day 02 practice. So in this task, you need to create a class that can display the employee information. You are asked to declare those following variables, and those variables could have random data in. And regardless of what data are being stored in those variables, at the end, the program that you wrote, it should display the information of the employee in this format. Okay, so for example, if those are the data that were stored in the employee variables, then your final output should look like this: employee name, gender, age, employee ID, job title, company name, full-time status, and years of work experience, and salary, and merit. Okay, let's go ahead, declare those variables first. So the first variable that we are asked to declare is the employee name. Employee name. So by following the Java naming convention, I can apply the lower camel case to the variable. So that's how I can declare the employee name. And let me store the name shape for the employee name. And next is going to be the age of the employee. So I can use this int as the data type and set the age to, for example, 24. And for the gender, it's asking us to use a char. So I will use this char as the data type and declare the variable gender and set it to female. Okay, gender is declared. And next is the company. So I can still use string company and set it to Apple Inc. Okay, company is declared. And next is the job title of the student. So I can still use string as the data type and create the variable job title. And job title, we set it to S. And next is the years of experience. So it's asking us to use the double as the years of experience. So we are going to use double years of experience. Okay, and let me set it to 2.5 years at the moment. And then afterwards, we need to declare the salary variable. For that, I can use int for the salary and set it to, for example, 120K. And to make it a little more readable, after each 3-digit, starting from right to left, you can include this underscore so that it becomes more readable. Okay, this is the salary. And we also need to declare some Boolean variables such as full-time, married, right? Either something that can be either true or false. So I can use Boolean for the variable is full-time. Okay, if it is set to true, that means the employee is full-time. If it is set to false, then that means its employee is part-time. Okay, and another variable, Boolean, is married. And it can also be set to either true or false. So for example, if it's set to false, that means the person is not married. Otherwise, the person is married. Okay. And the last variable it asked you to declare was employee ID as a string. So let's also use the string as the data type to declare the employee ID. Employee ID. And I will set it to A101 for now. Okay. So those variables now, they do contain different information. Next, you need to display the value of those variables in this format. Okay. So apparently, if you use the shortcut, it's going to display it in close to that format. For example, first thing that it asked you to display was employee name, right? So when I run this program after displaying employee name, you see it displayed employee name shape, right? So you could, but when you display the employee name, instead of equal sign, you're supposed to use column here. So what I can do is I can go back to this code and then replace this equal sign with the column as expected. Okay, but this shortcut of IntelliJ now, it comes pretty handy to complete this task. And after the employee name, next is the employee ID that we need to display. And again, in the expected result, it was asking you to use column instead of equal sign. So you can replace it with the column. Okay, so now the employee ID is also displayed. And also the gender of the employee, we also can display it by using this shortcut, the gender. So the gender variable seems like it's right here, gender variable. And again, you still have to use the column, okay? So gender is displayed, and after the gender is displayed, next is the age of the employee. So we select the age, and here we replace this equal sign with the column. Okay, after the age is displayed, next this is going to be the job title. So here I will look at job title and hit the enter key and make sure that you replace it with the column. And after job title, it is the company name that you need to display, which is this company variable. Okay. We are just trying to make it readable. And of course, when the different values are stored here, a different employees' informations will be displayed by this program. Okay. Because in those concatenation here in this print statement, we are using the variable. If different data was stored into the variable, the different data will be displayed by these print statements. So after the company is displayed, next it is going to be the years of experience. That variable we have to display years of experience. Okay. And let's run it. Years of experience is also displayed. And then after the years of experience, you have to display the full-time status of the employee. So it is the is full-time, this variable. Okay. And after is full-time is displayed, next it is going to be the merit status. And also the salary. Lastly, it is the salary. I can display. So basically, we wanted to display every single information of the employee, every single given information of the employee. Okay, so this is how we can display them. And if you update those variables, if you give new data, for example, if I give the name Yulia, then it would display the name Yulia.